Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's Martin's Jaguars going up against Freeman's Lions. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 11 on the game there, and it'll be first down Lions. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On second down, here's Stafford. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So they will go for it. Snap looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They come out here in the eye. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I loved coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough. And I kept pointing to the film and saying, yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And that's incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Defense showing blitz. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, it's Martin. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second, it's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford surveying the field. He's going to air one out. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific. When you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Stafford, Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and they're going to have a third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come out here in the eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And there's a flag on the play.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch left.
Following the penalty, Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. They'll get the football here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Doug Martin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point. But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again is Stafford. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
They look like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They come out here in the eye. And Stafford's going to take it himself. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the wind.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So they're going to go for two. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, Devontae Freeman just gets better and better every time I see him. I remember him coming out of Florida State, could do a little bit of everything, and I love the intensity he played the game with. But catching the ball in the backfield, I think this is the one aspect that he's added that's really upped his game.
And a little under the radar. He caught 63 balls in 2015, second most in the NFC.
Boy, does that make him dependable and trustworthy. Quarterbacks love a guy like that. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw is Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Stafford on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he lost the football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He finds Hearns left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defense...
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and some changes here as the D-line separates some. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it off to Martin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mercedes Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the 5th overall pick, Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Roethlisberger, and he whips that one incomplete there. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Doug Martin with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Jones has it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Detroit. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Stafford here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
We got three, fellas.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. On first and 10, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To the air again, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now Stafford, wide open receiver, complete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Terrence Williams, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terrence Williams, 77 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that.
And Freeman lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, what's the basic? What's the air? Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run it again with Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
Stafford on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone?
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the play clock's running down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Play clock winding down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this score will stay right where it is. Size lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far. Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of...
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right. Now a 1st down throws in that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought down after a good game. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That's caught at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Stevie Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to to draw a bit closer. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terrence Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is one of those plays where everything went right except the finish. Got out of trouble, found a receiver downfield, but it fell incomplete.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A toss play. This is Martin. Oh, look at the juke. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They run the counter with Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, you know my background is defense. This was not a fun game for me to call today with all this offense going on.
No, you may hate it. I love it. What an exciting game. A lot of touchdown calls. Certainly put our stat guy to the test, didn't we?
Yeah, we put the stat guy to the test, but it was beautiful to hear you call touchdown what felt like 8,000 times.
Thanks, partner. So for Jacksonville, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.